In the next few minutes, I'm going to expose 10 tea brands hiding excessive sugar, artificial sweeteners, chemical preservatives, and even pesticide contamination behind their comforting labels and familiar logos. Plus, I'll reveal the 4 brands that actually deliver clean, honest tea without the toxic baggage. Stay until the end, because number 1 will completely change the way you shop for tea. Let's start with what's already sitting in your pantry right now. 10. Yogi Tea. Starting our countdown at number 10, Yogi Tea has built a loyal following with its wellness-focused blends and calming packaging. For years, many of us have reached for Yogi when we wanted something that felt wholesome and intentional. But in 2024, the brand issued a voluntary recall on some of its Echinacea Immune Support Tea after detecting unexpected traces of pesticides in the product. That's right, a brand that markets itself around health and immunity was found to have pesticide contamination in a tea designed to protect your immune system. Now, Yogi has since changed its Echinacea supplier and says it has added additional testing capabilities to prevent this from happening again. That's a step in the right direction, but for consumers who trusted this brand specifically because of its natural image, a pesticide recall is a serious breach of confidence. If you're someone who chooses tea specifically for its health benefits, and many of us in this age group do, knowing that even a trusted wellness brand can have contamination slip through is an important reminder to stay informed. When a tea designed to boost your immune system is the one carrying pesticide traces, it raises a fair question about what else might be slipping through the cracks across the industry. 9. Kroger Sweet Tea. At number 9, Kroger's store brand Sweet Tea is one of those convenient grab-and-go options that millions of shoppers toss into their carts without a second thought. But a closer look at the nutrition label tells a troubling story. Each 12 fluid-ounce serving contains 30 grams of sugar, and every single gram of that is added sugar. That's nearly 8 teaspoons of sweetness in what many people consider a modest glass of tea. The ingredient list includes brewed tea, sugar, and potassium sorbate for freshness. While the ingredient list is short, the sheer volume of added sugar puts this tea in the same ballpark as a can of soda. For older adults watching their blood sugar, managing weight, or trying to reduce their risk of heart disease and diabetes, drinking this regularly adds up fast. The low price makes it easy to bring home often, and that's exactly what makes it so concerning. What starts as a harmless glass of sweet tea with dinner quietly becomes a daily sugar habit that most people never think to question. 8. Great Value Sweet Brewed Iced Tea. At number 8, Walmart's Great Value Sweet Brewed Iced Tea follows a similar pattern to Kroger's offering, but with a few additional concerns. The ingredient list includes filtered water, sugar, brewed tea, caramel color, and potassium sorbate. That caramel color is a red flag. It's an additive used purely for appearance, making the tea look richer than it actually is. The nutrition panel shows 30 grams of sugar per serving, which means you're getting the same excessive sweetness as the Kroger brand, plus an unnecessary coloring agent. For the millions of families who rely on Walmart's Great Value line to stretch their grocery budget, this tea looks like an affordable comfort. But affordable shouldn't mean loading your body with added sugar and cosmetic chemicals every time you pour a glass. When you're shopping on a budget, you deserve transparency, not artificial color designed to make a cheap product look premium. Tea should be tea, and what's in this bottle has strayed further from that than most shoppers realize. 7. Turkey Hill Sweet Tea. Moving to number 7, Turkey Hill has been a household name for decades, and their sweet tea carries a certain nostalgic charm. But the ingredient list reads more like a chemistry project than a tea recipe. Turkey Hill Sweet Tea contains water, high fructose corn syrup, sugar, natural flavors, phosphoric acid, black tea, potassium sorbate, and sodium benzoate. That's high fructose corn syrup and sugar together in the same bottle, delivering a combined 32 grams of added sugar per 12 fluid-ounce serving. Phosphoric acid, the same ingredient found in many sodas, is added to balance the flavor, while potassium sorbate and sodium benzoate serve as chemical preservatives. And if you think reaching for their zero-sugar sweet tea is the safer move, think again. That version swaps the sugar for aspartame and acesulfame potassium, two artificial sweeteners that many health-conscious consumers actively try to avoid, along with the same phosphoric acid and chemical preservatives. Either way, you're drinking something that's drifted far from what tea is supposed to be. 6. Milo's famous sweet tea. At number 6, Milo's has earned a devoted fan base with its straightforward approach. The company proudly lists just 3 ingredients: filtered water, pure cane sugar, and fresh brewed tea. No preservatives, no artificial flavors, no chemical additives. On the surface, that simplicity sounds refreshing. But here's where it gets complicated. Despite the clean ingredient list, each 12 fluid-ounce serving of Milo's famous sweet tea contains 26 grams of added sugar. That's over 6 teaspoons in a single glass. And if you reach for Milo's extra sweet tea, the company itself describes it as just like our original sweet tea, only sweeter, using the exact same 3 ingredients, but with even more sugar packed in. For anyone managing diabetes, watching their weight, or simply trying to reduce sugar intake, Milo's simplicity doesn't protect you from the real problem, the sheer volume of sweetness in every serving. A clean label doesn't automatically mean a healthy product, especially when sugar is doing the heavy lifting. Sometimes the brands that seem the most trustworthy are the ones that require the closest reading of the nutrition facts. 5. Pure Leaf Sweet Tea. Approaching our top 5, Pure Leaf positions itself as a premium tea experience with its emphasis on real brewed leaves and quality craftsmanship. But the nutrition facts tell a very different story. A single 16.9 fluid-ounce bottle of Pure Leaf Sweet Tea contains a staggering 38 grams of total sugars, and every gram of that is added sugar. That's nearly 10 teaspoons of sugar in one bottle, more than many desserts. The brand's current product lineup includes sweet tea, extra sweet tea, and zero sugar sweet tea, meaning their core identity revolves around sweetness in one form or another. For older adults who might enjoy a bottle with lunch or dinner, that sugar adds up quickly across a week. The premium branding and attractive packaging create a sense of quality that the nutritional reality simply doesn't support. When a single bottle delivers almost your entire daily recommended limit of added sugar, the fancy label doesn't make it any less damaging to your health. Pure Leaf proves that premium marketing and premium ingredients are 2 very different things. 4. Gold Peak Tea. At number 4, Gold Peak has positioned itself as the tea that tastes like homemade, and for many families, it's become a refrigerator staple. But even their lighter option, slightly sweet tea, contains 16 grams of sugar per 12 fluid-ounce serving. Step up to their regular sweet tea, and you're looking at 32 grams per serving. That's 8 full teaspoons of sugar in a single glass. And here's where it gets particularly concerning. Gold Peak's zero sugar sweet tea, which many health-conscious consumers reach for as the safe alternative, lists natural flavors, citric acid, caramel color, aspartame, acesulfame, potassium, and phosphoric acid. The label even carries the warning, contains phenylalanine, indicating the presence of aspartame. So your choices with Gold Peak are either excessive sugar or a cocktail of artificial sweeteners and chemical additives. For anyone over 45 managing blood pressure, blood sugar, or simply trying to make better choices, Gold Peak puts you in a lose-lose situation, no matter which bottle you pick up. 3. Brisk Iced Tea. Claiming the number 3 spot, Brisk has been a convenience store and vending machine staple for years, and its bold packaging and low price point make it an easy impulse buy. But what you're actually drinking should give you pause. Brisk Sweet Tea in the 16 fluid-ounce can shows 23 grams of total sugars, all of them added. Their lemon flavor iced tea in the 16.9 fluid-ounce bottle comes in at 24 grams of total sugars, again all added. These aren't large bottles, they're single-serving containers that many people finish in one sitting without thinking twice. What makes Brisk particularly problematic is its accessibility. It's everywhere: gas stations, fast food fountains, vending machines at work. That convenience means it becomes a daily habit for many people, rather than an occasional treat. For older adults who might grab one on the way home or with a quick lunch, those 23 to 24 grams of added sugar become a quiet, consistent threat to long-term health. And because these drinks feel light and refreshing, most people never realize how much sugar they're consuming day after day. 2. Snapple. Coming in at number 2, Snapple has been an American icon since the early 90s. That satisfying pop of the lid, the quirky facts under the cap, there's genuine nostalgia attached to this brand. But nostalgia doesn't change what's inside the bottle. A single bottle of Snapple peach tea delivers 160 calories and 40 grams of sugar. 40 grams, that's 10 teaspoons of sugar in one sitting, exceeding the American Heart Association's entire daily recommended limit for added sugar in a single drink. And if you try to sidestep the sugar problem by reaching for Snapple Zero Sugar Peach Tea, the ingredient list introduces aspartame, potassium citrate, natural flavors, and malic acid. You're trading one set of concerns for another. For those of us who remember grabbing a Snapple from the deli on a hot afternoon, it's hard to accept that this beloved brand has become one of the worst offenders on the shelf. But the numbers don't lie, and 40 grams of sugar in one bottle is a health risk that no amount of nostalgia can justify. 1. Arizona. Taking the #1 spot as the worst tea brand you should avoid, Arizona has built an empire on its iconic 99-cent tall cans and colorful packaging. It feels like a bargain. It feels like a treat. But it's one of the most deceptive products in the entire beverage aisle. Arizona Green Tea, the 20-ounce can that millions reach for thinking they're making a healthier choice, lists high fructose corn syrup as a primary ingredient alongside honey, natural flavor, and ginseng extract. The label reveals a jaw-dropping 42 grams of added sugar per can. That's more than 10 teaspoons of sugar in a drink that markets itself with green tea's healthy reputation. And it doesn't stop there. Arizona's green tea powdered drink mix lists sugar as the very first ingredient, meaning sugar is the primary component, not tea, and delivers 27 grams of added sugars per serving. The green tea name creates a powerful health halo that tricks consumers into believing they're doing something good for their bodies when the opposite is true. For older adults who associate green tea with antioxidants and wellness, Arizona exploits that trust completely. Between the high fructose corn syrup, the staggering sugar content, and the misleading marketing, Arizona earns the top spot as the tea brand that most urgently needs to leave your shopping cart. Now, after everything we've just covered, I know it can feel overwhelming. It might seem like every brand on the shelf is hiding something. But here's the good news: not all tea companies have taken shortcuts. There are brands doing things the right way, with clean ingredients, honest sourcing, and a genuine commitment to what tea is supposed to be. Let's talk about the 4 brands you can actually trust. 4. Choice Organics. Starting our best list at number 4, Choice Organics represents exactly what tea should be: simple, transparent, and genuinely clean. The company sources its teas exclusively from organic and non-GMO growers around the world, meaning every leaf that goes into their products meets strict standards before it ever reaches your cup. Their herbal range includes premium organic single-herb teas such as organic peppermint, organic rooibos, and organic chamomile. Straightforward teas with nothing to hide. There are no artificial flavors, no added sugars, no chemical preservatives masking cheap ingredients. For anyone who's been burned by misleading labels and marketing gimmicks, Choice Organics offers something increasingly rare in the tea aisle: simplicity you can trust. When the ingredient list is short and every item on it is something you recognize, that's peace of mind in every cup. For anyone tired of decoding complicated labels, Choice Organics keeps it refreshingly simple, the way tea was always meant to be. 3. Rishi Tea. At number 3, Rishi Tea takes quality a step further by going directly to the source. Rishi operates as a direct trade importer of premium organic teas and botanicals, meaning they build relationships with the farmers who grow their ingredients, rather than relying on anonymous middlemen. That direct connection gives them control over quality from the very beginning. Their sencha, for example, lists just one ingredient: organic green tea sourced from organic farms on Kyushu Island in southern Japan. One ingredient. That's it. No sweeteners, no flavorings, no preservatives, no additives of any kind. For tea lovers who want to know exactly what they're drinking and where it came from, Rishi provides a level of transparency that most mainstream brands simply can't match. When a company is willing to tell you the exact island where your tea was grown, that tells you everything about their commitment to quality. In an industry where so many brands hide behind vague language and marketing buzzwords, Rishi's openness is a breath of fresh air. 2. Traditional Medicinals. Coming in at number 2, Traditional Medicinals has built its reputation on an unwavering commitment to purity and purpose. The company actively seeks certified organic plants, or plants growing organically in the wild, specifically to avoid synthetic chemicals, pollutants, and pesticides, the very concerns that landed other brands on our avoid list. But what truly sets traditional medicinals apart is their testing standards. Their herbs are tested from field to cup for identity, purity, and composition, meaning nothing reaches your tea bag without being thoroughly verified along the way. On top of that, their herbal tea products carry non-GMO project verification, adding yet another layer of assurance. For older adults who rely on herbal teas for comfort, relaxation, or gentle wellness support, knowing that every step of the process has been checked and certified provides genuine confidence. In a market full of empty promises, Traditional Medicinals backs up their claims with real accountability. This is a brand that doesn't just say the right things, they prove it at every step of the process. 1. Numi Organic Tea. Taking the top spot as the absolute best tea brand you can buy, Numi Organic Tea represents the gold standard for what clean, responsible tea looks like. The brand identifies itself as organic, fair trade, verified fair labor, and committed to plastic-free wrappers and tea bags, a combination of values that no other major tea company matches. Numi uses premium organic and fair trade teas and herbs, incorporating only real fruits, flowers, and spices, rather than artificial flavorings or chemical additives. Even their tea bags and wrappers are plant-based, meaning you're not steeping microplastics into your cup every time you brew. For health-conscious consumers who have spent years reading labels, dodging hidden sugars, and questioning what's really inside their food and drinks, Numi is the answer. Every detail from sourcing to packaging reflects a genuine commitment to your health and the planet. When a brand cares about what goes into the tea bag and what the tea bag itself is made of, that's a company that deserves your trust and your money. There you have it. 10 tea brands to leave on the shelf and 4 that actually deserve a place in your kitchen. Before your next grocery run, remember, flip the bottle, read the sugar content, check for artificial sweeteners, and choose brands that let the tea speak for itself. If this video opened your eyes, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe so you never miss content that protects your health. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.